Good afternoon, everyone. Even though some of you might be wondering, what's so good about this afternoon? The crypto market has just been bleeding over the last 24 hours. Matter of fact, the last month or so, it's just been a complete nightmare. We keep wondering how low can these coins actually go? And yeah, I understand the frustration, right? I mean, look, Trump said this just yesterday. He says that tariffs on Canada and Mexico will go forward, and because of that, the market just completely tanked, right? So the market is not happy about this whatsoever, okay? Now, I understand that some of you probably expected the crypto market to only go up once Trump took office because he's pro crypto, right? But what you guys need to understand is a politician will never, and I mean never, pump your bags. The only one that can pump your bags is you, yourself. You're the only one that can make your life changing gains, all right? Now, what I find to be completely epic is the fact that Trump comes out with the tariffs news is going to move forward, and then Eric Trump decides he wants to say, buy the dips. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. You honestly can't. It's absolutely hilarious. The market manipulation is absolutely hilarious. All right, now before I continue in this video though, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC, 10% bonus on first time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. The link will be in my description down below. Okay, so let me show you guys a quick clip of something that was shared in my Discord. I felt like it was absolutely hilarious, especially since I've been talking a lot about learning from your mistakes and just moving forward instead of dwelling on the past. Like, you got to move forward. And if you're trying to make those life-changing gains, if you're trying to change your life, it all comes down to you just moving forward at the end of the day. But this clip that I saw is just perfect for what I've been saying to you guys over the last couple weeks or whatever. Check this out. You finally found the hacker who's been draining your crypto wallet. So as you can see in that clip, the hacker that's draining your crypto wallet is actually yourself. We can't be passing blame onto anyone because at the end of the day, we're all grown adults and we're responsible for our own portfolios. All we can actually do is make adjustments and hope that past mistakes don't happen again. Understand that it's a crypto space, it's extremely volatile. So sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to navigate the market. But again, if you put on a stop loss, trailing stop loss, and stuff like that, it makes things a lot more easier. But ultimately, it comes down to what your trading strategy actually is, right? Now, I came across this article right here. Let me show you guys it. All right. So this says that meme coin crash weighing on crypto, but Bitcoin will rebound. So Matt Hugin, who's the chief investment officer at asset manager Bitwise, says the crypto market's current downturn marks the end of the meme coin boom. So he said in a tweet that what crypto is digesting right now is the end of the meme coin boom. The combination of Melania, Libra, and Lazarus Group using meme coins to launder stolen ETH will kill it dead. Maybe not today, but within the next 6 months. Now, Hugin had also previously predicted that Bitcoin could break its 4-year cycle amid regulatory and strategic reserve developments. So is he right this time as well? We're going to end up seeing what happens. But in another tweet, what he said was the good news is there are already things ready to replace it. So meme coins, including the institutional adoption of Bitcoin, stablecoins, tokenization, and a rebirth in DeFi. But until they start making their presence felt, the loss of energy will create a drag on the market. So he believes that the market is going to rebound and things are going to head in the right direction. It's just a matter of time. And what's with all the fear around meme coins, specifically Solana meme coins, people are looking for safer options. And I definitely think that is definitely a possibility. I believe that People are so sick and tired of the pump.fun meme coins where they want more safer plays. They want to put their coins in like utility projects. I think that's what we're currently seeing right now, but we're going to see how things actually plays out in the next couple months. Now I want you guys to check the fear and greed index for a second. So the fear and greed index is currently in extreme fear. I haven't seen this in quite some time, right? But you guys have a decision, a very crucial decision to make right now. You can either follow everybody else and be in extreme fear, or you can follow everybody else once this flips into extreme greed and then buy up the coins in extreme greed. It's up to you. The choice is yours at the end of the day. But we have seen time and time again, because over the last like couple years, every time I show you guys the fear and greed index, anytime it's in fear, it always ends up flipping back into greed. And that's when people decide they want to buy up the dips, or buy up the rips, I should say. And then it just flips right back into fear, and then they panic sell. So you guys need to always remember that the fear and greed index will always move, but you always want to move whenever, or you always want to take action whenever you see the fear and greed index sitting in extreme fear. Now, if we take a look at the total market cap of all of crypto, we see that it's currently sitting at 2.84 trillion. I've heard some people talk about we're currently in this head and shoulder pattern, which is a bearish pattern. I'm not so convinced about that as of right now, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, if we take a look at the price of Bitcoin, we see that Bitcoin has broken previous supports of like 90,000 for quite some time. It's been trading between like 90,000 and 98,000, and right now it broke support and it's currently sitting at 87,000. It went as low as 86,000 exactly, pretty much, right? So that's kind of frustrating. I definitely can feel the frustration, where I can definitely understand why people would be frustrated. But here's the thing. When you take a look at some of these altcoins, some people say the altcoins have been completely destroyed, but have they really? Or are these altcoins at its bottom? Potentially. I don't know what's going to happen. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I can always be wrong or lying, so make sure you guys do your own research. But when I take a look at some of these popular altcoins, so for example, Avalanche, right? If I pull up the charts here, and you guys have heard me talk about the August or September lows, we can see that Avalanche reached recently down to basically its September lows, $20 back in September or August. It was at like just below $20, right? But in September, it was at $20, right? So let's take a look at another coin on CoinMarketCap. Let's pull up something like Betensor Tau here and take a look at this chart. All right, see if this one has potentially bottomed out. So on this one, we can see the September lows was around $218. Not that long ago, it came all the way down to about $237. So could this one continue to make a little bit more of it's, could it continue to have downside pressure? Absolutely. But I do think that it'll bottom out around $218 if the market continues to bleed. So you kind of have to just look at the risk versus reward on a lot of the coins that you either hold or you're trying to get into, and always just compare it to the September or August lows. And at least that gives you some sort of a idea of where you want to be looking to buy some of these coins. All right. If we take a look at, let's do one more here. So let's pull up Cardano. All right. So Cardano's September lows, I believe it was like 33 cents or something like that. Yeah, 32 cents. So Cardano is still up like double since its September lows. So do I think Cardano is going to reach all the way down there? Probably not. I do think that if we're not at its bottom, it's probably somewhere near, because back in at the beginning of February, it went as low as 50 cents. We could definitely retest the 50-cent area 1000%. But because I believe we are still in a bull market, I'm going to believe that things will recover and we're going to have a epic comeback rally. Now, some of you have probably heard me mention this if you've been following me for quite some time, how last bull cycle I got pretty lucky and I pretty much sold at the highs. And that's because I'm the type of person that likes to hear all types of information. I'm not biased. I don't, I'm not just stuck in my ways or anything like that. I like to hear what other people have to say. And I remember I was listening to this one YouTuber and he mentioned how he felt like we're at the cycle top. So he was pulling out all his cash, and then I dig some digging myself, and I was like, yeah, I definitely think we're at the cycle top, and that's when I pulled out my cash as well. Right now, personally, I don't think that we're at the cycle top. I honestly don't believe that whatsoever. Even though some people are calling for it and some people are saying we're coming straight back into the bear market, personally, I do not think that's going to happen as of yet. There's going to be bumpy roads along the way. There's always going to be bumpy roads. Nothing goes up in a straight line, and people's always going to be bearish once prices are coming down, and they're always going to be bullish once prices start going up. It's just the way that it is. I've learned to just tune out the noise and do my own research, and whatever I come to, whatever decision I come to, I'm just going to go with it and ignore what everybody else says. And my research says that the altcoin season, or the crypto space, is going to continue in a bull market. We haven't seen an explosion in a lot of coins, and I think we're at the beginning. But it's just my opinion. I can always be wrong, like I said. But that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.